Hi, my name is Marco. I'm a former opera singer turned voice actor. Today I'm going to be listening to A Funeral of Flowers from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Don't worry, I picked the rain version. I only played one playthrough of this. It was the Blue Lions. I don't recall very much of the music. I'm very much excited to listen to this. I assume it's going to be very peppy and cheerful based on the title. So let's dive in and take a listen. Whoa, man. That, A Funeral of Flowers. So that's a funeral. That must be the most tragic loss possible. The most profound loss that affects every single person in the game. Do I remember it? No. I think maybe I can't remember. I mean, what a profound piece of music. And yet there's hope in there. But what I'm confused by is the ending. The way it ends, there's a sense of it's something ominous. Something is to come that is quite bad. You know, I wouldn't have expected it to go this way. I would have expected something a little bit more peaceful, a little bit more still. And yet there's always a sense of movement here. It's almost like the game doesn't want you to mourn. It's almost this is like a rushed funeral. Things need to happen quite quickly, and it's a great, enormous, gigantic tragedy for you, the player, and the characters that you interact with. There's a sense that like we have to keep moving despite the fact that this is such an immeasurable, sizable loss. I mean, it's just so beautiful. And I love, again, that main theme always comes up, and I think I read a few comments that basically this theme comes up in every track, basically, right? And that's like the through line of the game. That main theme allows us to experience all sorts of different emotions. And it's like, I love when composers use a theme, it's called a leitmotif, which is a German word basically for a melody that repeats itself. And the intent of it is to create an emotional reaction. And it's supposed to tether us to the story. The composer that uses this, that basically coined this term, is Richard Wagner. In his operas, you may have heard of the Ring Cycle, the 5-hour-long story of the gods. I was in one of them. I was in Das Rheingold. It's quite a dense plot of betrayal and gods, and not dissimilar to Fire Emblem in some ways. Leitmotifs are given to each character, and they each represent the character. So I find it interesting that the main theme, in a lot of ways, is a main character in this game in terms of the soundtrack. And the fact that it carries over in every single track, it's why is that through line there? What is the intent with the through line? Because so often leitmotifs are used to describe characters. It's interesting to hear it in Fire Emblem and to hear it fit the scenario at hand. In this case, a tragedy. It's impressive that they were able to create it so that it fit everywhere it needed to fit. This is beautiful. It makes me want to replay Fire Emblem Three Houses, to tell you the truth. Anyway, as always, that's me. Thank you so much. If you want to support the channel and request a song, feel free to do it on the Patreon, but there's never a requirement to do that. If you want to join the Discord where we can talk about video games more, I would absolutely love that. And as always, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.